The summer of Spider-Man continues, and we're here at our last video before we lead into the premiere of tonight for Spider-Man Brand New Day. Well, not really premiere because I'm one of the common folk who's seeing it with the fellow audience members. We're seeing it together. In the series of Why the Scene Works, we are discussing scenes from every single Spider-Man movie leading into the hype of Brand New Day and why they work. Not necessarily reviews of the movies themselves, but just discussion of the movies overall and what makes them memorable. And here we are at the end. So last video I gotta cut off because my voice is leaving me and I gotta review Brand New Day tonight. My cutoff is coming with No Way Home. Guys, my favorite scene in No Way Home. It's the most calm scene in the movie, but the most sad. And it's the moment I see Tom Holland become Spider-Man in my eyes, at least for me. Because for me with Tom Holland Spider-Man, his performance has always been excellent. I just feel like the MCU has kind of stagnated his character sometimes because of everything going on. Sometimes it feels like Peter Parker himself can't evolve past certain moments. It always felt like Tom Holland, with the first two movies, was a little too innocent, a little too cutesy. Like the first one, Homecoming, it makes sense. But after he has died, been with the Avengers, has come back to life, has dealt with Mysterio, he needs a little more grit to him. And I feel like No Way Home brought in the grit. And it does a good job at improvising to make it all look planned. I definitely don't think that was the initial plan. I don't think they were planning to arc Spider-Man into Spider-Man in 3 movies. I think it just kind of worked out that way. But admittedly, I think No Way Home does a good job at making it feel part of the plan. It's a multiversal romp, a crazy comic book time, but also very Spider-Man centric. It's the most focused of Spider-Man stuff, I think, in the Spider-Man Tom Holland films, aside from Homecoming. In the sense that thematically it's dealing with Spider-Man conflict, Spider-Man shit, no sign of Tony Stark whatsoever, thank you. I don't mind Peter and Tony having a connection, but they really harped on it way too much post-loss of Tony Stark. I feel like the post-snap trauma should have focused more on Peter and Aunt May's situation dealing with that compared to him just being like, oh, I'm sad Tony Stark's gone. At the end of the day, dude, a kid, like Peter died and came back. How did that not mess with Aunt May mentally whatsoever? It was a missed opportunity, I think, to have Aunt May not blip while Peter blipped to kind of create this conflict between them. The movies never really went there, and that's not what this is about. Anyway, my favorite scene in Spider-Man No Way Home is the moment Tom Holland, at the end, after all the conflict, after having to help these villains, after trying to do everything he can to have everything he wants at the same time while being Spider-Man, he finally understands he can't do that. He has to make the sacrifice. He tells Doctor Strange, he's like, make the wish, make everyone forget me. Whatever that does, as long as it saves them. And I love that scene at the very end where he decides, he's like, he's written a letter, I'm gonna go talk to MJ. He's promised to come back to her post-memory loss to talk to her, to reveal who he is. And you see him, man, it's such a beautiful moment. One of my favorite Spider-Man scenes. It's so intimate. It's snowing in New York. Peter's walking to the restaurant. He's rehearsing the letter in his head on how he's gonna say it. He walks in there. I get misty-eyed thinking about it. The moment where he sees MJ, he's talking to her, and then he sees the little scar on her head. It's the moment that changes everything. It's the moment that makes Spider-Man realize, Peter realize he's gonna hurt this person more than help them. I love that moment. You see it all within the acting. There's no dialogue here. I mean, there is, but it's about what's being the double meaning behind the faces, you know? And they excel at that. Zendaya and Tom Holland, it's probably because they have a relationship. They're able to channel that so well. So happy for them, by the way. Like, congrats on their marriage. They don't know me. They're never seeing this. Congrats to them, though. Love is awesome. This moment, man, like as performers, you feel every bit of history between them. You feel every bit of anguish, every bit of yearning that Peter wants to say what he wants to say. But he can't. And he watches her go live her life and try to go to college and then, it's a moment that just emotionally hits because Peter's gone through so much to say goodbye. I can't imagine how many times he rehearsed that letter in his head before going to her and seeing that, feeling responsible. Man, I'm not just crying. Also, I'm losing my voice in real time as I'm talking and doing these videos. I'm emotional too, though. This movie, Spider-Man No Way Home, is so big. It's great that they chose a nice, intimate scene to end on where he becomes Spider-Man emotionally, internally, going from Spider-Boy to Spider-Man, like I said before. Because he accepts the responsibility. He takes the accountability of, I've hurt this girl. That scar right there is because of me. I can't let her get any more scars. I'm so excited to see how Brand New Day channels this conflict and explores it to make it deeper. At the end of the day, Tom Holland's been with us Spider-Man for about 10 years now. No, it is 10 years now. Past 10 years, actually. He debuted in 2015. It's such an honor to see a Peter Parker Spider-Man actor grow this long and grow into the character like he has. I'm just so happy for Tom Holland. He deserves every bit of flowers he's getting for this. And I know the guy went through a lot. He went through a whole camp of time where we thought we weren't going to get him anymore. We're about to fucking completely coffined Tom Holland's Spider-Man. People forget that after Far From Home, they were debating just not doing it anymore. The dealing, the licensing, whatever bullshit. The shit that makes no sense because they both own the rights to the characters and both could double profit and make money if they just fucking broke bread, but beside the point. Oh no, we're gonna give the people what they want and we're gonna make money doing it. Both of us can make money. Sorry, Dad, let's just not make it at all. That's smarter, right? That won't lose us anything. Thank God for once that the studios at B just thought something through for once in their lives and brought Tom Holland back. I'm a simpleton, but all that contractual bullshit that companies lay out to say they can't do something with characters, I do, a part of me goes, I definitely think there's more weight and legal room you could do with that. Sometimes it does feel like companies are like, we are addicted to our problems, so we gotta create them to keep dealing with them. I'm glad they chose to bring Tom Holland back so he could grow with us, to be this character, to be a part of this experience. And it's going all over the place now because I've just been doing so many videos, but it's crazy we've gotten here. Good on you, Tom Holland, good on you, Spider-Man. We got Brand New Day tonight. Guys, thank you for watching Celebration of Spider-Man with me. Seriously, it's meant the world if you've checked in, if you've clicked, if you've liked. I just like talking about Spider-Man. I like expressing this stuff with you guys. I'm excited to experience Brand New Day with everyone, with fans. Got a review coming to you tonight for Spider-Man Brand New Day. Got my screening at 7 o'clock. I can't wait. Guys, what are you most excited to see in Spider-Man Brand New Day? And what is your favorite Spider-Man moment in general, overall? Greg, come talk about movies with us. Come talk about stories with us. I'm gonna give my voice a rest now, because I got a movie to see tonight. Goodbye.